Hey guys, we're back looking at new stuff with the PlayStation 4. We're about to find out about one of its most interesting features. You're listening to Filter, by the way. Well, let's see what they have to say.
With a PH?
Gaming that Sony Entertainment purchased last year. For me, though, it's a bit different. Dave's one of my personal heroes, a charismatic game designer with a string of hits, including Aladdin and Earthworm Jim, that I've spent far too much of my time playing over the years. Please join me in welcoming David Perry, CEO of Gaikai.
So, this is Gaikai, a company that is like OnLive, that streaming service of games. You guys remember that?
Yes, sir.
The way it works, it's like you... OnLive and Gaikai have systems or computers that emulate those systems at their headquarters. You pay a service like a Netflix fee, or sometimes it's on a per game basis, and you play through a little device that has no processing power. It just plays the video back to you, and you play over the internet. And it has no latency somehow, which I could only imagine means that they do some peering with local internet providers in your city. That's the only way they can do it with no latency. But regardless, it's supposed to feel just like you're doing, like playing on a system. I would imagine that a true pixel snob is going to see compression artifacts, but especially in high action scenes. But like, people say it works well. I wish I had actually tried it out by now. Regardless, last year Sony bought Gaikai, OnLive's competitor, and nobody has known what they were going to do with it until like basically now it's been confirmed what they're going to do with it.
Until now.
Hey, thanks, Mark. It's truly an honor to be here with everyone in the room and the millions watching live around the world. I can't tell you how excited the Gaikai team and I are to be working on the PlayStation 4 platform. They're actually back at our office watching live for the internet right now, so hi everyone. As Mark mentioned, I proudly
started with just noticed his hands.
Yeah, stop with the hands. We're lawyers.
Hand envy.
It was knowing that the PlayStation would be delivering new experiences that push the gaming forward into completely new territories. And that's precisely what we're doing with PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Network, integrated with our Gaikai.
T-shirts.
PlayStation 4
one thing I didn't know is that their CEO was a developer, which is pretty cool.
With the network, you'll fight together, you'll become champions together, and you'll conquer the world together. The gamer is at the center of the PlayStation Network, so every decision that we're making for the network is scrutinized to ensure that it delivers on what gamers want most out of their entertainment experiences. What we're creating is the fastest, most powerful network for gaming in the world. The PlayStation Network will get to know you by understanding your personal preferences and the preferences of your community, and turns this knowledge into useful information that will help to enhance future gameplay. So when your friends purchase a new game, you'll know immediately so you can join into the action. And with the Gaikai Cloud technology, our goal is to make free exploration possible for virtually any PlayStation 4 game in the PlayStation Store. So imagine you're in the store, you're checking out the latest titles, and you see something.
Okay, so this is what was really cool.
Catches your eye. No problem. You can simply press the X button to hop in and start playing the game. Now, in the past,
you're going to
games were available, and the ones that were had to be kind of the light version, where they'd been edited down to.
If you play a demo, or you download a demo on the PlayStation to play, it's like a gig, right? It's not even the full game.
You can like continue it?
No, what they're going to do is when you try to play, when you go into the store and you're thinking about buying a game, you can start playing right then with no download, start playing the full game for probably a limited amount of time. They didn't say how long, but you're going to start playing the game right there through Gaikai. No download necessary.
Really?
You're going to use this streaming service through the PlayStation to start demoing the game, a full version of it. That is I wish I had thought of that as a potential implication that they could use Gaikai for. That is a great way to use that system.
Sweet.
So that's what they're going to do with it. One of the things they're going to do with it. Oops.
It's like online.
Yeah, I thought PlayStation Plus had hour-long trails of full games.
Yeah, but you got to download like a gig to 2 gigs first, install it, and then play it. And it's a light version of the game. It's not. It usually starts like.
I thought it was just like.
It'll start midway through the game, and it'll show you the part that they want you to play with no story or anything like that.
Cool.
This is going to let you start playing the game as if you just rented it for like an hour.
That's really cool.
Renting games.
You'll instantly experience anything that you want. I've always liked that concept.
I agree. Like, it's fucking amazing. It's a great idea.
If you like it, and pay only for the games that you fall in love with.
And I'm assuming that you'll be able to pick up where you left off if you buy it. You won't have to replay what you just played.
Yeah, that's
we
really
can layer
neat.
in new features meaningful to gamers. We've partnered with some of the biggest and most influential social networks in the world, including Facebook and Ustream, to bring gamers' friends into games like never before.
No Twitter,
social networks such as Facebook are obviously critical to how we stay in touch with our friends and current events in the world. They don't know your PlayStation gaming history and all your preferences, nor those of your friends. They don't know if you're a Journey expert or if you've collected up every platinum in the Uncharted series. So by combining the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 and the platforms, our vision is to create the first social gaming network with meaning. And this network will be dedicated, just to be clear, to games. So as you know, spectating has become very popular in our industry. Because it lets gamers learn tricks and tips from the best players in the world. When players find something they love, it's our job at PlayStation to make that even better. So we've asked ourselves, how could we improve the spectating experience?
Who watches people
First,
watching
what we're
games?
using is that share button on the PlayStation 4 controller. With that one button,
Guard.
you can broadcast from your game live, 100% real time, to your friends. It's an incredible innovation. It's something that has never been possible on console before. And we could have stopped there, but we kept pushing. So we're making it so that your friends can actually look over your shoulder virtually and interact with you while you're playing. And if you allow them, your friends
Dude,
can
look out!
post comments to your screen. You can solicit support from them, or you can just trash talk with them, and you can even be
playing
inside
from somewhere inside your house.
cool. If you were stuck in a difficult level, like you just can't work out how to get through that door, you could ask a friend on the internet who's finished the game to take over your controller and assist.
This is a crazy.
We're
Yeah,
building this
dude.
capability into the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Network so that your circle of PSN friends will become that much more important.
So because it is the Gaikai guy talking about it, one would assume that this is only going to happen, maybe only happen when you're using a Gaikai-based game or something. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, but the idea
Hey,
behind
when you get
this-
stuck, you don't have to be like, chat, what do I do? You can just make them play for you.
Technically, I could, yeah. But what I think it means is that it's not going to matter how fast your connection is at home, how good the stream is sending to your friends. It's going to be all up to Gaikai to send that high-quality footage out. So you're not going to have to worry about your upload bandwidth or anything. Because, I mean, I have some of the best you can get in Canada, and even I hate the fucking quality of it. Like, so this is only going to be good if Gaikai is being a part of this upstream. And I think if he's talking about it, that must mean what it means.
So can you just let your friend play your game the whole way through?
He probably has to own it.
I
But
think
the
that
thing
sorta
is,
was.
if it...
Because he did mention him already beating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a sly way.
He must have to own it.
Finally, we're helping fuel the imagination of our developers by giving them new spectating tools. Now imagine a developer using these tools. If they identify a gaming expert, they can give them director level status, so they can manipulate levels to assist you during your gameplay. Developers can insert command buttons for certain levels, where friends can drop in special items for you, such as giving you a health potion when you're in critical condition.
So some sort of an ability for developers to add an ability for the spectators to send you things.
Holy crap!
So, like,
We're gonna get so many
is that going to be like playing on easy mode in a way? Because
Yeah, really.
Whoa,
We've
dude.
also added with Ustream to give gamers multicasting capabilities. And that means you can schedule a set time and broadcast your gameplay live to anyone that you want to invite.
What a novel concept.
I just thought of something that could be really cool about that. Imagine a large audience like ours, and first of all, of note is that earlier we saw a screenshot of somebody streaming, and it said you stream, and it said like 164 viewers. That comes very close to the maximum amount of friends on the 200 max on PlayStation. One would assume you're going to be able to have more spectators than you have friends, or they're going to up
hopefully.
the friend limit, or something like that. Well, I would expect, because if you can only stream to 200, what's the point of stream? Like, what? I don't know what they're really going for.
I don't get out of
I'm not
bed
in
for
this for
less
love,
than
okay?
2,000.
Some kid with 20, he's got like,
But my point is that wouldn't it be cool if on our show we can play a game and say, I'm just coming up with a hypothetical game, like let's put it in the stance of, say, You Don't Know Jack, where imagine a new You Don't Know Jack where after we're done answering, it goes to the spectator poll and shows what their answers were and shows like a
that's
graph.
pretty
Could
pretty
Wicked
cool.
awesome.
you imagine
That's really
that?
cool.
How
Yeah.
cool that would be?
That would be so fun.
Like, that is the kind of thing I'd like to see with this. And that's kind of what he's saying, is like they're going to allow developers to let the spectators integrate into the game depending on how the developer wants. So it's potential that a developer could do that. If a developer can let my buddy who owns the game send me a potion, he should be able to let my buddy who owns the game give his own answer to a quiz show or something like that too. So I'd love to see that.
Cool.
In summary, the base hardware architecture for
They love it.
PlayStation Network was designed to facilitate and integrate social aspects throughout all phases of the gaming experience. The PlayStation Network wraps you in your favorite content wherever you are, across the PS4, the PS3,
Like
the
a warm
PS Vita,
blanket.
smartphones, and tablets.
We'll never let you go.
And we're going to give developers a simple, elegant solution for enhancing their PS4 games on second screens. A key feature enabled by second screens is remote play. And we use so much in remote play that it's been built into
This
the
is another
architecture of
thing.
the PlayStation
If your
4. Now we
PlayStation
unlock remote plays potentially
has, this was already kind of going on with some enabled games with the Vita and your PlayStation 3. If your PlayStation 3 was connected to the internet, you'd be able to somewhere else with your Vita, if it had connection to the internet, play games like Killzone on your Vita with PS3 graphics streamed to your Vita, and that was pretty cool, but very few games supported it, and it didn't have much interest because, again, your system needs to have a pretty good upstream, because that's what the quality is going to be dependent on, right? Is how good your internet connection is. But with Gaikai, they have a killer badass connection, of course, so they'll be able to, you'll be able to just be able to play this anywhere you want on any system. The idea is behind it is that you buy one game, whether it be an old PS3 game, an old PS2 game, or a PS1 game, or a PS4 game, and you'll be able to play it on every device that you have.
It's pretty crazy.
And that's
really cool.
And here he's demoing like how you'll be able to play his game, a PS4 game, on the
play
Vita.
this game instantly on the PS Vita. So what do you think, Mark?
I think it looks great. So this is my PlayStation 4 title, Knack, running in remote play on Vita. And the work's really well distributed between the two consoles. We're using the full graphical capabilities of the PlayStation 4. And on Vita, we're taking advantage of the beautiful 5-inch OLED, as well as the sophisticated mobile controls.
Can't I just get him as my like customer service rep for every company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I ever need support.
Yeah. I just want him to be around all the time.
So
Oh,
You
that's
play. I'll rub your back.
Come with me shopping.
a funny
Oh,
comment.
you don't want to buy that. That's not good.
No, he would never be negative about something.
That
He'd
game
just
makes you fat.
point to what you think he thinks would be better.
That's true.
Also, listen to the comment after he said all that spiel, after he asked what he thought of it.
I was expecting you to say cool. So, okay, spoken like a true system architect.
Listen,
My
egghead.
long-term goal for
Probably scripted.
is to make every PlayStation 4
Awkward
title
as hell.
playable on the PS Vita. I mean, if you think about that, even the demos that you're seeing today, some of the most incredible, we have some incredible things to show you. If you can imagine, we can make those games instantly playable on the PS Vita as well.
interesting that he's
So to make
only
remote
wearing
play
the bottom
between the PS4 and the PS Vita feel
instead
good,
of-
we've dramatically reduced
Hey, I'm for
New
it.
style.
Is he only wearing the
Fucking-
bottom button?
I think it's the
Yeah.
top button.
No, it's the
What?
bottom.
Sure.
Yeah.
Looks
Or it's a
like
Only the
weird
bottom, or you're
jacket.
supposed
transmission
I think he
times,
only has
so the
two
gameplay
buttons
is
and the
snapped
You're
bottom
supposed to have
onto
just
it.
the top.
We've accomplished
Yeah.
this by integrating some
And I
of
say
the
bullshit
Gaikai
to that.
technology
Fuck it.
into the PS4
The king
system
started that?
architecture.
Fuck the king. Just because he was fat, everybody starts a fashion trend?
Thought
you loved the royal family.
Not the old king, whatever king did it.
Not that guy.
That old fat king.
Connection speed.
Plus, I just love the royal family mainly to piss you off, so.
Of course, the PlayStation Network and the PS4 will provide access to a vast array of other forms of entertainment.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
beyond
the bottom
gaming.
one. I saw the top
PlayStation
button.
gamers love
yeah.
all
Well, if you
things.
there it is.
If you do both up, you
Watching
can't bend
movies,
down and pet your corgi.
Watching TV shows,
He's a maverick.
listening
I
to
like him.
music.
He's a
So PlayStation Network will have services.
I started the
including
bottom
Sony's
button
own
trend.
Video Unlimited.
I do have
Music
all the
Unlimited.
buttons, and I don't give a shit what
Working
people
with
think. I think it looks
good.
good.
Like Netflix, Amazon Instant Video.
The same
and
way
other
that a
media
double-breasted
services
suit looks
to
good
have
when you
them
put
on
it,
the
like-
platform. We'll be announcing more
Putting that shit
specifics
up.
on this later. in the
Also,
year.
going back, why does any of this matter? He said that Gaikai will also be able to integrate all these services. I mean,
What does that mean?
if you have an internet connection to connect to Gaikai, then you have an internet connection to connect to Netflix. So why would I need to use Gaikai to stream Netflix? I can just use Netflix to stream that. I'm not sure what he meant by this.
Is Gaikai still like its own kind of program, or is it just fully integrated into PS4?
Gaikai isn't a program, it's just a service. It's completely seamless. You'll never see a thing that says Gaikai. You don't open up a Gaikai thing.
Okay.
You're just in your, it's integrated right into Sony's menus. You just press a
Yeah.
game and you start playing, and it's Gaikai that's sending it to
So
you.
maybe like they've taken over how to distribute all this content, kind of thing.
It doesn't make sense to send it from Netflix, then siphon it through Gaikai, and then bring it to me. I don't know. I don't understand. I'd like to see it detailed more.
later in the year. Now, I've already mentioned a couple of ways that Gaikai's cloud technology and PlayStation Network will enhance the player's experiences. The PlayStation Network in the cloud can present additional value to PlayStation gamers. For example, over the past 6 years, PlayStation 3 has built an incredible catalog of titles that is unmatched in the industry. Although PS3 titles aren't natively supported on the PS4, we're exploring some very unique opportunities enabled by cloud technology with a long-term vision of making PS3 games ubiquitous on any device. The technology is so advanced that someday we can easily put PS1, PS2, PS3, and the PS Mobile games on any device.
You can pretty much now confirm that the PS4 will not be backwards compatible with PS3. It only made sense that it wouldn't be if it was on x86 architecture. There's no way it could run cell processor games. So this will be how it is backwards compatible.
With everything.
the fact that
Store?
you'll be able to play any game that Gaikai has, which is going to be, if they can license them, all of them.
Including the PlayStation 4. This would fundamentally change the concept of game longevity. Imagine having access to all the old games you love and the ability to get them up and running in seconds wherever you are on whatever device you have near you.
And imagine them all being available to PlayStation Plus members.
Yes.
Maybe not PS3 and PS4, but I could imagine them opening up the back catalog more and more to the point where it's just like, play them all, you know?
Everything everywhere is the challenge that PlayStation has put before our teams. That's the vision of the PlayStation Cloud service.
Everywhere.
Everything.
Disclaimer, not an actual slogan.
Guinness World Record for our prototype network, but now I'm happy to announce that the project has been fully greenlit by Sony. So this is not an investment
No class.
into advanced technology and infrastructure.
No class.
This is an investment into the millions of loyal PlayStation gamers
Wanted
across the world who would love to have all the past.
The prop just says hold for applause.
Oh.
Honestly, though, that would actually be the least likely part for me to clap because that statement sounds like a positive one, but what it says to me is we haven't started this yet. It just got greenlit. Like, I don't think on launch you're going to see many of these features. I bet you, like, well, he goes on to say in a moment.
Present and future games at their fingertips. We'll be rolling out PlayStation's cloud services in phases, so we can't reveal all the possibilities here today.
So,
but you can be certain
what's going to be available on day
PlayStation
one?
4 will change
I'm going to
the way
assume
that we
all the
play.
social stuff is going to be available on
I've
day
described
one.
the vision and the
So it'll be
strategy
Wii U
behind
launch.
PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Network. Let's hear how some of
can't
the
click that
world's
button
most
that we've
accomplished
installed. It
developers
doesn't work
are
yet.
using it as their virtual platform to turn their creative dreams into reality. Thank you.
He's a very good
The
speaker.
game entertainment machine.
Coming soon. It's a connected world.
It's a
Oh,
PlayStation.
no. I actually moved this. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, from Worldwide Studios,
I think
please
that's
welcome
that segment.
Michael Day.
Is it? What does this guy say? What's this keep for?
There are a lot of very happy game developers out there right now, which is fantastic. Because the
What do you think
future
of
of
his hands?
PlayStation is about great games.
Yeah, what about his hands, guys?
His fingers are kind of long.
Kind of gnarly.
Really?
Looks like he's done some hard labor.
I never can be a presenter, then you guys
Creators'
will tear me
ambitions have
apart.
often been
What
constrained
the
by the limitations of technology.
hit.
PlayStation 4 will bring you new synergies.
It's a whole
Wear leather gloves.
Hardware, software, and the fastest, most powerful game network in the world, unlocking a new canvas for creativity. From the outset, our game creators have been given the opportunity to collaborate with our hardware and system software engineers to help shape PlayStation 4's unique feature set. So with this powerful synergy, deeper, more connected experiences and a newer, emotional state of play are made possible.
You're boring
Worldwide Studios,
everybody.
We're privileged to work with the world's best
Stop
developers.
boring everyone.
Existing franchises. PlayStation 4 has ignited their creativity.
bored.
You should be allowed to throw produce at performers you don't agree
So,
with.
yes, we're a lot of you
All right, everyone, look under your chair. There's a flare gun. I want you to fire it in the air.
His upper lip looks
Guerrilla
kind of
Games,
pink.
Herman Hulse.
Stop analyzing their look.
Maybe they're
Did I say
lesions.
synergy? Shit.
All right, so that was nothing. So when we come back,
I'm sure it's a very good
People are saying he
speech,
said
Dave.
synergy, so that's
Awesome.
the kind of presentation it was.
Synergy.
excuse me, we'll be, God damn it.
Right back after these messages.
We'll be coming
These
back with
thoughts.
some actual next-gen gameplay footage coming up. So some really exciting stuff on the after the break. Stay tuned. Woo!